SSM's Wednesday Global Africa program brings to you our news stories, exclusive reporting, and SSM perspectives on the day's top news. Plus, the inside scoop on Africa's most important developing stories. Join us on Wednesdays, 11 a.m. West African time.
Good day, viewers around the world. Good day. You're welcome to Wednesday edition of SSM African Global Updates. My name is Mark Godwin. I'm here in Milan studio, and I see somebody on the other side. Who's that? Who's that on the other side? George. Oh dear. Okay. All right, viewers, you're welcome. So we are here on our Wednesday African Updates. It's the 6th of May 2026. And like we say, SSM Network offers the audience in-depth news reporting along with our personal opinions and analysis, encompassing the principle of free speech, free voice, diversity of thoughts as an alternative to what most other networks do. So we give our news, as we also say, from the Africans in the diaspora standpoint. So you are welcome. You're welcome to this Wednesday edition of our program. As I expect to have my coordinators from different continents, let's also just run through some of the news updates we're hearing from this end. Yes, we have the news that our president, Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is engaging with global investors in France. Joining me to discuss more of this is the big man from that corner, Sir George Chukwu. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I want to welcome our viewers from around the world. My name is George Chukwu, all the way from Toronto, Canada, and we want to welcome you to our Wednesday news update, Global Africa. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yes, indeed.
Straight up.
We heard that our president is in France. He just left, and then he's there, and then he got a few other things that he's going to be doing. So it's encouraging actually to see our president. It's encouraging to see our president actually, talking about transparency and reforms to global players like Citibank and Amundi, especially with Nigerian GDP in dollar terms growing to 11.2% last year. But on whether this Paris trip is necessary or just a political theater, probably a little bit of both is a question that we're asking. So engaging major investors is legitimate for a government chasing a 1 trillion economy by 2030. Yet, with Nigerian deep homegrown challenges, insecurity, educational crisis, and living costs, voters may be reasonably asking these questions. Whether this number of foreign trips is really tangible, or is it just a good political optics or photo ops? So that's the question that we are still asking. So whether we like it or not, yes, indeed. Go right ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. That's the question we're asking. Absolutely. I threw that question to our discussion last Monday. You just said it. Photo ops. Display. Shine light shining display. People are tired of this. We've gone through this so many times, George. We've gone through this countless of time, and the result back home is still what it is. People are still going through real hunger. People are still going through darkness, no electricity, no electricity. People are going through food shortage and all of those things. So what's the point of doing this whole thing and we don't have the tangible results,
Well, you see,
tangible effect?
politically,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Yes, yeah, because they will say, some
You
people will
see,
say
the
he's building and he needs to, we need to all be patient. It's a process, I mean, like I said last time too, we've gone through this process several times where they tell the masses, hold tight, we're coming, manage what you have, it's going to be well soon. And it keeps getting worse. Every administration, every governmental administration come, say the same thing, no change. Another one comes in and tells you, hold tight, we're coming. And George, it becomes childish. It
No, you
becomes
see,
very, very.
the point,
Mhm.
the point is this. The point
Right.
is this.
Yeah.
And as a journalist, we don't give
Yeah.
excuses politically. We speak it like it
We don't
is.
give excuses.
You understand?
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
can support a party, a political party, but when that party is doing good, I hail them. But when I see that they are doing wrong by the people, I will call it out, and I don't give a care because I'm delivered from approval addiction. So I speak the truth
Mhm.
as it is. Yes, indeed, he's out there.
Mhm.
He's doing what he knows he's doing. But the question that we have to ask in regards to the common man in Nigeria, is his best good enough for us at this moment? If we are
Okay.
intelligent enough and if we are to be supposed to be more like, okay, let us judge this man by his performances and what he has done since he
Mhm.
took office, is he, those things require, or do they actually qualify him to be re-elected? See, because this is the question everybody must ask. Okay, so as an individual, I'm supporting him, but nation as a whole, what are they going through? Because if all these trips that he's taking, if you calculate the amount of money that is being spent on these trips that he's making, and the wrong decisions that are being made, whereby trillions and billions of naira are being borrowed to build road where he promised the people, if I don't give you light by my second term, do not vote for me.
Mhm.
So if we were to
Okay.
judge him by his own words,
Okay.
he's disqualified himself.
Words.
No, he's
Okay. So
disqualified
so
himself.
so
So what we are saying here
that's
is
it.
this: all together. That no. The truth be told. So the question we have to ask is: the trips that he's making right now, the ones he made in the past, what have they yielded in our
Yielded.
economy? Number one. Number two, how is it
Mhm.
bettering the lives of common man? Are they feeling the ease
How is it
of these things? So
ease?
those are the questions we need to
Okay.
be asking, because I can
Okay.
see where he is going. I can see where he is going with
Okay.
all the plans and
Okay,
everything
George.
that he's doing, diplomatically and internationally.
Okay,
But
George.
also, you got to, the people that are being ruled, the people that are being governed, are they better off today than they were 4 years ago? The answer is no, unfortunately.
Absolutely. So answer is no. So we have to be practical. We have to be real. We have to be very, very up to the reality on ground. You know. So it's not. It's not. I know some APC people will say the opposite. Some party people, but the truth is, none of anything is having impact on the people. None. In fact, lives are even worse. I know friends and families and what they go through every
Believe
day.
me,
They tell me it's even
I
not
I
pleasant
did
what they're
not
going
know
through.
the pain that Nigerians were going through until I went home for Christmas. That's
Okay,
when I
imagine.
realized the degree and the pain people are going through. And ever since then, up until now, it's not been better. So, and anybody can become a blind follower. Anybody can become, what I call a sycophant. You're blind. You just want to excuse everything. The facts speak for
Excuse them.
themselves. The facts speaks for themselves.
Facts
I would
for
rather
themselves.
have.
George,
I would
George.
rather be.
Mhm.
Listen. My suggestion also has been, before you make any decision, you have to consider and ensure that the people that these decisions are being made over, that it's not going to affect them negatively. Because that is one thing about,
Okay.
speaking from the two sides of your mouth. Oh, I'm trying to help you, but your pain is increasing. Oh, I'm trying to help you, I'm doing this in order to help you, but I'm losing my house. I am trying to help you. The money that I earn is not enough to sustain me. The salary have not been increased, but cost of living, inflation, everything is affecting the bottom line. So what do we do with these things? Because these are the things that common man, they're not asking for too much. All they're asking for is necessities of life. So you continue to
They are
build
not
roads,
asking for too much.
that are not going to, help the common man, feed better. If you're building road from Calabar to Asaba, or whatever the case might be, how is it affecting the people in the north? Why don't you give everybody light that will affect the whole nation, so that the economy can improve, rather than just making all these wrong decisions at all times? Because the money is being
Priority.
no, the money is being flushed in unnecessary places that is not affecting the whole
Yes.
entire nation.
In yes, you have in school you have what you call scale of preference.
Yes.
Our government scale of preference, what should be done to the citizen is off key. The road is good to construct, but why not also maintain the one that has been done? Because the ones that they've done is in very terrible shape. They are dilapidated. They are terrible, and they are still building more, spending so much
Yep.
money
And
building
and and
more roads
and the
that leads
question
to
is,
nowhere.
why the roads right now, rather than the
Why the
promise you
road?
make to the Nigerians? Why not you
Why the
accumulate,
road?
put all this money together to ensure
Okay.
that the whole entire nation is lit up? I've asked that question.
And
President Tinubu,
these
give
young
us
men all have
give us light,
beautiful.
give us light, give us light.
Yeah, yes, these young men have beautiful ideas that needs electricity to power. You can't do most of the things they do now. Mostly these young minds. Most of the things they do now needs electricity, needs data, good data flow, packets,
What are
streamless
what are you
flow
talking?
of internet.
Agriculture needs electricity. Agriculture needs electricity.
Yeah, that's it.
Factories need
Yes,
electricity.
hydro. Yes, that's
Hotels
it.
need electricity.
Yes,
Restaurants need electricity.
all of it, all of it.
Everything that you can talk about,
Mhm.
development starts with that. These are necessities of
I
life.
mean, George, you're a pulpit man, and we all know how the Bible says it. It said, "In the beginning, God created light
He said, let
first.
there be light.
Light,
Before anything else, he
the
gave them
very
light.
first thing. Then it was the
Get
light
light.
that now probably had the openness to bring every other thing. The firmament, the birds, the creation, and everything followed. But there was light first. When we are creating, we are taking it from the back end. We're creating other things.
No, the bottom line to it is this, because when you listen to
Taking it
people,
in reverse.
when you listen to
Hmm.
reasonable people ask reasonable questions, okay?
Yeah.
The roads that are being built, is it because you are trying to fulfill promises made to certain people who helped you to get into power? Is that the
I
priority
mean,
right
those
now?
roads.
No, no,
No,
no. Think
but
about it for a moment.
the road.
Billions of naira being
Mhm.
spent on roads that
On
is
the
leading to
road.
nowhere,
Yes.
that is not going to bring any
Nowhere.
particular. No, no, no. If you have accumulated all that money, and giving people light at least 12 hours a day, Tinubu will never be
Like
forgotten in
electricity.
Nigeria. He made a promise
Yes, you've
himself.
been saying
He's
that.
not fulfilling it.
You've been saying that.
And I'm calling on
Yes,
you.
you've been
I'm
saying that.
supporting you, sir. Give Nigeria lights. Forget all these psychopaths that are surrounding you, who are not telling you what it's supposed to be. Look at what you have done.
Mm.
You went and built a solar system for Aso Rock. and you are forgetting
imagine
your
that.
citizens. It is not
Can you
right.
imagine? And so much money to do that, and the people are still in darkness. All right, George. George, while the president is in France meeting with business, engaging in business, also is bringing EU country members to partner with the FCT in investments and other things. So Wike said yesterday he was with some EU partners, and what he said was they should come and do business. That FCT Abuja is up for a lot of things, strengthening cultural exchange, investment ties, and so many things he's calling them to come and do. Are those, is it timely? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is time. It is timely,
Right.
okay, because you're dealing with international, diplomacy here, where foreign investors and foreign people are here with us. Minister Wike is talking up Abuja, as a business friendly to EU envoys because they're there, and these are the people, decision makers when it comes to international, trade and diplomatic relationships. Recent real estate, tourism, and waste management as the key opportunities in our country. But the elephant in the room
Mm-hmm.
remains insecurity. The elephant in the room remains
Boom.
insecurity. For
Boom.
all the talk
Boom. And
of
Abuja has been
partnership and
doing that too.
yes, so for all the talk of partnership and investment, European businesses will want to see concrete action on safety across the capital, so that when they come to invest their money, that their employees will not be kidnapped. See, so promising a conducive
Exactly.
environment is one thing. Delivering one and rise, and amid security concerns is another question. This is something we need to be asking ourselves. Okay, we are bringing these envoys to Nigeria. We want to showcase a shine face of security, and this is a conducive environment. But the bottom line to it is this: the news is still out there daily. This is not the time when only newspapers in Nigeria will publish things. Right now, when people are kidnapped in Abuja, the whole world knows about it. So, how do you
That's it.
qualify? How do you balance the equation of inviting them to come and spend their money in Nigeria when they don't know whether that money is safe, whether the employees will be kidnapped, or whether they're going to be killed?
That's it.
So these are the things we need to
That's it.
ask ourselves. And they're
Mm-hmm.
reasonable questions for any investor who is putting their mouth where their money is will ask.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
That's it. Security. Security. So what the weekend should be saying from our point here is do more in the security aspect and business before. Like you don't need to go out to look for people when your place is secure.
They will
When
come.
your environment is secure,
They will come.
it will
We
smell,
have
it will attract,
we
it will
have the
attract
population.
yes,
We
it
have
will attract people.
we
People will
mhm.
see that your place is good. You know, Ghana has done something. Ghana makes sure their security are very efficient. And do you know that most international conglomerates, most of these big tech all companies, their African headquarters is in
They're
Ghana
going to Ghana. They're
because they
going to
see
Ghana.
that, yes, they see that the place is secure. Their people can come and work there. Nobody's kidnapping anybody. Nobody's killing anybody. So everybody, Amazon, X,
Microsoft is there.
Facebook, all of
Amazon is
them,
there.
they're all there.
Facebook, they're all in Ghana
Yes, they're all
because that
headquartered.
is
They're all in Ghana.
they have a conducive
That's it.
environment to foster their
That's
businesses.
it. World is born. Mm-hmm.
Whoever goes
Mm-hmm.
there is
So
guaranteed. And guess what? Guess
yes.
what? Most American
Oh,
actors and actresses are building houses in Ghana.
yes, because they
Go figure.
secure
Go figure.
lives of property. This is what if George, we probably haven't said this enough where our other colleagues are, because these are points we should be raising. Why is business, international business, and personalities all going to Ghana? Because of security, because of it's safe. I mean, You can walk upon any time of the day. Do you know also Nigerian big wigs, Nigerian big billionaires? A lot of them also have houses in Ghana.
They
Live
have
in
houses
Ghana.
in Ghana.
Huh?
That's their safe haven. That's where they go to hide. When things get too hot, they fly over. They just go over
Can
to
you
Ghana.
imagine?
Yes.
So we should be talking more on these lives of protecting the life of people, and the foreigners, investors will come. You don't need to beg them to come. You don't need to tell them.
No. There is still part of what we can do. I mean, I do not condemn Wike in what he's doing because he's doing the right thing.
Okay.
When he's
doing
inviting them to collaborate or help us out.
Right.
But there is something else that he needs to do. We are working on our insecurity. We are working on to secure the land. It is getting better, and we will guarantee you that when you come to invest, we will ensure that we'll continue with that, protection that you deserve in order for your money to be safe and your, whoever that you're bringing here to be safe also. So you can preach, because if you don't tell them that, and they're reading all these things in the newspaper, or kidnapped, how many people, there's something is happening every day and it's out there. That will be like, who am I going to trust? Am I going to trust what I'm reading? Or am I going to trust you who is telling me to come and invest?
Yeah.
So
and the news spread very fast these days.
Yes, he's
But
doing what he's supposed to do. But on the other way, in security, to make sure lives and properties are secure. And like I keep on saying, all what we are doing with this insurgency and all the terrorists, everything we are doing, we are playing games. The day we will be serious, you will see action happen. With all these people coming to tell us, "Oh, it's not easy." Is Ghana not a country? Why are they not destroying Ghana the way they're destroying? Do they not have Fulani people over there? Do they not have the Sahel?
More than us even. More than the Sahel cut across them more even.
The reason why we are doing this because we are tolerating it. The day enough will be enough in our minds and in our hearts. When the lives people keep on dying and dying, the day we will say enough is enough, we'll draw that bloodline. Enough blood has been shed. You will see what will happen. All we are doing now, we are playing games.
So let's have this as our evidence. I mean, our sample when we talk about security. How most African countries are really dealing with insurgency, but we are yet to get it right, and we are making excuses. So this becomes the sample template, the prototype. Ghana is that.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Sokoto is there. Many of these central Nigerian areas, Bonu is there. Let me tell you, if Nigeria, watch this. If Nigeria is serious, they can actually put all their resources and efforts in one area, destroy them there, move to another, destroy them there, move to another. We are playing games, whether we like it or not. It's just games. What did one of the members say? They know who we are. They have our names. They are lying to you people. That's what they said. What are the terrorists say? Then we're announcing it. Yes, we're playing games.
Okay.
The day we stop playing games and we're serious about business, you will see what will happen.
Powerful. All right, George, let's talk about what we can do, other people will help us do. EU and UNICEF unveils a $1 million plan to return 20,000 children that the conflict, this same thing we're talking about.
IDP camp.
So they are trying to take these children to school, George, because it's a terrible thing. They stay in the IDP camp. No educational plan is being made. These children stay 1 year, 2 years, nothing. And we don't know that we're also brooding that way. We're also breeding more insurgents in the future.
That's exactly right. They don't go to school. When they're of age, all the energy they have, they can easily be influenced. And they become susceptible to people who say, come, we will help you out. Come and help us. because this government is taking all our money and they're not giving us anything. Let's use insurgency, let's use terrorism and kidnapping to get
That's
our own
to
pocket. To them, that's what they believe. That's
I
what they
see
believe.
young house northern Nigeria children. I mean, 7, 10 years old, experts in putting guns, putting arms together. They've become experts in how to use the AK-47 and all of this, and they place it together. They do it, they clock it and all that. So you wonder where did they learn this from? Because they are not going to.
They are being trained.
Some folks are taking them and training them on warfare. So anyway, George, EU, US, UNICEF has planned this program to return 20,000 students, 20,000 young children in the north of Nigeria. So precise.
Okay. No, hold on a second.
So they're taking them out to school.
Okay. No. Count. 20,000 children.
20,000.
Multiply that by 2. Their parents. Multiply that. Okay? Because what you're seeing, only children. And these children, they have parents. So, and this is only in one area, in Sokoto area alone. You're not talking about Bauchi. You're not talking about other places. And then all we do is we go and build them. Bornu, we go and build them IDP camps, and they are languishing in that place. When they grow of age and there is nothing, no education to bank on, not enough cattle for them to rear or whatever, or goods for them to do or to farm, they will go into terrorism. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Look at how young these people are. Now they are going down in their ages because 8 years old and 9 years old, they're training them on how to use guns. And you think that this is something that is going to be ending, with a handshake? No. When they kill, they don't look back. And then all you need to do is, you are appeasing them, you're bringing them back, or repentant. Excuse me? These are people that are killing generals. And you say it's repentant. We need to go somewhere and build a large prison where we will put all of them when they are captured and put them in a camp where, about a serious camp that after 1 year or 2 years of training, they will come out and their eyes will open.
Femi will not agree with you on this one. Femi will not agree with you on this one.
Whether he agrees or not, it speaks for itself.
Anyway, announcing the initiative, the UNICEF said the partnership will expand access to quality education for these children, to 20,000 of them. And George, as George is saying, there are more all over the north of Nigeria. They are trying to also give them skill, make these children skills. These are vulnerable children that needs to build their future, but they are being misled and nobody's helping them. Our government, George, the federal government is not talking about this group of people, and they don't know that this is where the insurgency breeds from. When these children are not schooled, are not trained, no future, nothing, grew up, like you said, to become the future Boko Haram. The future Boko Haram, George.
Over the next 24 months, children aged between 5 to 17 in ID camps and the host communities won't just get lessons. They will get psycho-social support and better access to clean water and sanitation. It's a major push to turn pain into promise and restore a sense of normalcy for these young people, offended by insecurity. They are victims, for goodness sake.
They are victims.
Now we have to go outside to get help while we are here wasting money unnecessarily on things that are not even yielding any current and permanent
solution
to people's lives.
To progress.
You don't know how many people that are dying of kwashiorkor, or how many people are dying of hunger. People are going out to do all kinds of things, evil things in order to survive. Women prostitution, all kinds of things. And we are here playing games. We are playing games. We have enough money in that country to sustain everybody. We are taxing them to death, and yet there is no sustenance and no welfare whatsoever. We are paying for darkness. We are paying for darkness because when they come to you, they don't give you light. They might give you light 1 hour a week, and you're still going to be paying the same amount that you're paying if you were getting out, 24/7.
Is that what happened when you were there?
That's exactly what is happening when I was there. Yes,
an hour,
maybe an hour, and they had to fight with the people in order to even get a few hours of light. People.
All right, George, let's take a break. Let's take a break. Let's do a break and come back. Just short one. Thank you very much. So, viewers, this is Wednesday, 6th May, and we're here on our SSM Africa Global Update. Let's come back. See you on the other side.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerian soul are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
If you want the future of Nigeria to be better for you, not for me. Not for me at all, for your generation. Anybody in Nigeria today who is affected by the rottenness of the government, by the unpalatable situation of the poor man in every application, no light, no water, roads are bad, education bad, health bad. Any other thing, you are in a mess.
Darkness falls across the land.
SSM's Wednesday Global Africa program brings to you our news stories, exclusive reporting, and SSM perspectives on the day's top news. Plus, the inside scoop on Africa's most important developing stories. Join us on Wednesdays, 11 a.m. West African time.
Yes, we're back. George, we're back. Viewers, we're back. Wednesday, 6th May. So, George, let's talk about the few international news we're also getting. Iran has threatened to attack U.S. forces because Trump says he will be taking ship, they'll be guiding ship to pass the Straits of Hormuz. It's all looking more uglier than we thought. So, but the Iran people are warning that if he does that, forces himself into the Straits, their own territory, that they will have to strike. So, do you think all of this? What do you say, George? What's your
let's call it what it is. Let's call this what it is. Iran is playing a reckless, destabilizing game laying thousands of mines and then hiding missiles in coastal caves and harassing U.S. forces with drones and small boats, while hundreds of civilian ships, about 20,000 ships are, they remain trapped. The world is suffering the effects of this. So their stubborn attitude, is not strength. Okay,
It's not strength.
it is state-sponsored.
Okay.
It's not strength. It is a
It's
state-sponsored
not strength.
maritime terrorism disguised as, a brickmanship. Tehran could allow safe passage tomorrow. Instead, it chooses to provocation, knowing full well that whether they like it or not, a single miscalculation can wipe the whole entire place out. Trump is being held. If he decides to go in today, he can clear the whole entire place that will take them another century to rebuild everything that will be destroyed. But they're being stupid. And this is a few number of people. This is not the masses. A few number of people that is just doing this, trying to hold on to power. And they want to look at what they are doing. Yesterday, they sent how many missiles to UAE? And every single one of them were shot down. But later on, they found out that one of the oil producing refineries caught on fire. These people, they are senseless. They're acting like animals. No, seriously. And they need to be dealt with that way.
They need to be dealt with. Anyway, so viewers, that's the update from that corner. And we know that all of this also means higher fuel import costs, escalating inflation around the world, heightened security risks, disruption to also global supply chain. So we're still in that news, US and Iran. George, let's go further. There's something I want us to look at. It's an announcement that came this morning. Let's just look at it and analyze, George. Listen to this.
All police officers will have their name tags. All of us on the high table have our names, apart from the undercover among us. If you look at all the commissioners of police, we have our name tag. So it is not our standard. And everybody I've heard, let us look out for that. Nation newspaper, Uyo, all officers have civilians with them at the checking point, assisting, at times they stop drivers. Who is the commissioner of police, Uyo? Commissioner, you can take that question. They are your policemen, so take it. Notice, and all the commissioners of police are here. And sincerely, that is why we call this meeting. We have list and list of things like this we want to discuss with the commissioners of police. And then we have told them earlier, and we still want to let them know everything that happens within their areas of jurisdiction fall under their control. So that is why we are here. We will look out to it. Thank you so much. Channels TV.
A press outing this morning, the police unit, Nigerian police force, and they were stating some of the things that's happening that needs to be put to that people need to know. Number one is every police officer should have their name tag on their uniform, so that we can identify bad cops and the good ones. George, name tag their uniform.
It's not only name tag. They ought to have numbers.
Numbers.
There is a number that is given to every police officer that can identify them. Even if you don't get the name, they ought to have numbers. So that's exactly what needs to happen. And what this does is it separates the real from the chaff. Those imitators of our officers, or even officers that can come out on their own, go and hijack cars and start getting money because they're not being paid enough. So once you can be able to identify,
nobody will identify them. Nobody
yes.
will.
So once they don't have their badge with their name and their number, you have no reason to obey them. That's exactly a qualifying, thing. Once they have those badges and their names are there and the numbers are there, you can take a picture of it and send it to the headquarters or wherever to identify who this is, because this is something that they need to do.
Good, George. You just caught the news updates. So viewers, you're hearing this. From now on, if a police officer is not having his name tag there and the serial number, the police number he should go on with, then he's a fake police officer. That's what it means, and he should be reported.
He decides not to show you, because every officer, as a citizen of Nigeria, you have the constitutional right to ask questions. You see, because what happens, we're still living in the shadows and on the small screen.
No, but when you say decide not to show you, the Inspector General of Police said it has to be on their uniform.
Oh yes, so it's not it has to be on their uniform. But you know what? There can be fake also. These people can actually go and get something and put it there with the number. So it is up to the citizen. If there are questionable characters, take a picture of that. Just take a picture. Snap a picture. Because tomorrow you can send it up to the headquarters and they can identify whether that person is a real officer or not. And with that number, they can identify who it is that is causing all this mess out on the road. It's your constitutional right.
George, I'm happy the way you brought this out to us because you just came from Nigeria. George, let's see another update. It's just a short one too on the ongoing xenophobia in South Africa. Let's hear this.
And my point is not only informed by the fact that we were all contributors to the struggle against apartheid. I remember very well that it was because of the struggle against apartheid that a Nigerian president, then head of state, Murtala Mohammed, declared before the Americans that Henry Kissinger, who was Secretary of State, was not welcome to Nigeria. In the words of General Murtala Mohammed, he said the era of gunboat diplomacy was over. Nigeria's commitment to eradication of apartheid is non-negotiable. And they proceeded to nationalize British Petroleum because the British too were supporting apartheid. So I can understand the pain that where we have built relationship, today we are looked at as if we are a burden. But for me, sir, I didn't come to the Senate to lament what is not right. And I know that in diplomacy, there is a law of reciprocity. What are the issues in South Africa? The president of South Africa did campaign openly that foreigners were taking the jobs that South African people could do. That is why his hands and his legs are tied. What is my response? These Nigerians who are in South Africa, they are not there on holiday. They are there to work and to earn. And what kind of job they are doing? There are two categories. Many are traders, others are doing maybe some high-skilled jobs. So my view is that it is time to reciprocate. This Senate should adopt a position that MTN, a South African company that is cutting away millions of dollars from Nigeria every day, that Nigeria nationalize it and withdraw its license, so that Nigeria company.
So it's time to reciprocate. The Senate said they want to adopt a position that MTN, South African company, is cutting away millions of dollars from Nigeria every day, be nationalized. That's its license be withdrawn, taken over by a Nigerian company. That is Senator Adams Oshomole on the ongoing xenophobia in South Africa. George, before we go on, let our man, Dr. Olufemi, also come into this discussion. Dr. Olufemi, it's good to see you, even though you come in late. but at least it's better late than
It's
never.
rather late than never. I can't miss the update from you guys. I can't miss the update from the rest of the world. It's a sin.
It's a sin. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. So yes.
So what you're seeing there is this, you know, I mean, thank God for the people like Oshomole, Senator Oshomole. You know, because he's bold, he's not a timid person. He tells it like it is sometimes when need be. And this is one of those things that we should have done a while ago. Because you cannot stand, and the government of South Africa is complicit through their ignorance, and they know what is going on. And actually, the news has already come out that they are the ones, you know, funding some of these people that are doing these things. Therefore, retaliation should be immediate. And that immediate retaliation is to nationalize every company that they have. If they say that our people cannot coexist with their own people in there, and they're closing their businesses and shutting them down and refusing them to get any type of welfare, like going to the hospital or whatever, shut down every South African business, nationalize it, take their licenses away, then they will push the government to do something about this, because that's the only way that can be done. And this is not something that is going to be negotiated or whatever. It needs to be done immediately. Immediately. Yes.
Thank you.
No questions.
Yes.
Just do it. Pull the plug on them. And then you will see them put pressure on the current government in South Africa, the president, for him to do something, because that silence is complicit. They don't know what they're doing. They're intentionally doing that. And it's because of their inability to maintain the status quo in their country. That is why they're looking for scapegoats. That's all it is.
Okay. That's all it is. Dr. Femi, do you agree with George? And what do you say about Shomole?
I agree 110%. It's a complicit we are being complicit in this, because there is a shortfall in their economy, in their services to their people that they could not provide. So they're looking for a leeway out. They're looking for a scapegoat in foreigners. Oh, the foreigners are taking your job. The foreigners are doing this. Foreigners are doing that. Now, the shanty towns in South Africa, are the foreigners building them? Yeah. The joblessness in there, the jobs that they're talking about, is most of the jobs they're talking about are not white collar jobs. They are businesses created by foreigners. Are those who creating business and chasing them out? No. The issue is this: the government cannot do is falling short of their duty to the people, and they are looking for a scapegoat within illiterates. These illiterates are easily brainwashed to feel, oh, they're taking your jobs away. Now, think about it. Somebody's have a business and you've destroyed that business, and maybe that business is employing 2 or 3 South Africans, and you stop them from running business. At the end of the day, you've made 2 people or 2 families poorer. So you are not actually doing any of yourself a favor, or you're doing yourself more of this service. But you know what? Because the government is the one that is the focus is not on their government. So they're using that as an excuse. Where is that government in this? Thank God the new Minister for External Affairs, Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu, was called in the ambassador, Nigerian, the South African ambassador to Nigeria, for questioning. Secondly, the Nigerian government is evacuating Nigerians. Excuse me, evacuating Nigerians who wants to leave. They are helping them to do that. But the thing is, the South African government has done nothing. So I am with Senator Oshomole. If nothing is done, this will continue.
And that's the only way to put pressure on them, because, you know, the only way to put pressure on them is to go to all the businesses that they have, these conglomerate businesses that they have, shut them down. I don't care the effects on our people. Shut them down or nationalize it. Take their licenses away so that whatever money they're making stays in the country, because they are siphoning money from us. And yet,
I wouldn't go as far as nationalizing them. That is, then you are cutting the nose to spite the face. I wouldn't go as far as nationalizing them. What you do is they should be shut down, the business is suspended, and therefore they will start putting pressure on their own economy, on their own government, because they are making money and they are using that to taking that as taxes are paying them into their country. So if those businesses are affected, they will also have a way of influencing their own government in taking decisions. It's like you have NNPC selling crude oil to
also nationalizing them could be it could be a way to really resolve this once and for all. I mean, take note that this has been happening. You remember 6 years ago, it happened.
Something happened.
Same thing. So, and this is all because they are milking us. They have leverage over our economy and all of this, so they can do anything, money out of us. So, a situation that stops this once and for all, it could be what we'll be looking at, nationalizing those companies.
But not only that. Look at this situation here. They're going into Nigerian businesses in South Africa, shutting them down, forcing them out.
Yes, using it, breaking their things,
and forcing them out, destroying their businesses. So is it because it's one man's business versus a big business like this? No, because if you shut them down in Nigeria, what you are doing is you're going to be affecting a lot of Nigerian workers. Nationalize those businesses, take their licenses away, nationalize those businesses. That way, they will be forced now to go back to their government and force them to do something about this in order for you to go back again. Because if you shut down the businesses,
I disagree with you.
Hold on. Thousands of Nigerians that are working for them, if you shut it down, it's going to affect us. There are thousands of Nigerians working for these companies. So if you shut it down...
You know where I disagree with you, all right, is one. Now, when you do that, what you have done is that you have empowered the wrong, you are sending the wrong signal in international business and international business and investment. That whatever goes wrong in your country will take over your business. So anybody that is investing in Nigeria, we're thinking anything goes wrong in my country, I will get punished for it. So you send a wrong signal. So that will affect foreign direct investment. That will affect that. One. Secondly, there are so many organizations that have been nationalized in the past that we are trying to onboarding. So if you bring those ones back into the fore of Nigerian business, Nigerian government, we are likely to get into trouble. And when that happens, it will affect us there will be a boomerang. For example, imagine that we nationalize MTN. Then all of a sudden, some Nigerians buy shares into it. Tomorrow, there's a mess up. They mess it up. I'm not saying they cannot run it. They mess it up. We now say, assuming that they didn't do it. So that's not. If they are running and they're running very well, there should be punitive method of working, but taking the business entirely from them. They are not the one doing the xenophobic attack. They are not the one. It's their nation state that is doing it. So I think it's really on the harsh side to say we nationalize it, take it away from them, nationalize. It's too on the harsh side. They invested in this. They've invested a lot in this. Right. It would not sound well for international investment.
Brilliant response there. But let's also put to our viewers and to Nigerians generally. Nigerians, what do we do to this whole thing? Xenophobia is not today. It's been done several times to our people in South Africa. Also do something that puts an end to this once and for all. And also let the world know that you can't treat people like this. People that helped you in your days of distress. And now you're coming back to deal with them in this way. Let's also put this picture of the lady called Jacinta. We're still trying to call her out in every form. There are some funny stories I heard about her, but the thing is, she's also one of the arrowhead to the group of xenophobic people going around villages and towns and businesses and shutting them down, beating people, and even shooting, killing some people too. So that's the lady, Jacinta. She's South African, and she has a story, but we might keep those stories for another time. Gentlemen, great outing here. Well, let's crop it up with small story. In all the sad news, there still comes some good news, something to make us feel human, you know, even though there are too many distress stories going on. But, there's an event called the MEF Gala. It's a costume event. It showcases costume.
Awesome.
Yes. So, but the interesting thing in this MEF Gala is also Nigerians had some Nigerian children born in the United States come to display their own couture, their dress, and it was beautiful. So we have Ayo Edeberi, we had them saying Idris, we had so many of them also showed that come to that event. But this is the height of fashion in the world. The MEF Gala is like the highest fashion show, you know. So if you're there, if you're represented, it's a big thing in your country and for your people. So these are some of those people there, and it was beautiful. So, gentlemen, let's talk about when Nigerians also add to the global event. It's impressive. Is that not so?
I think I think this is sorry, go on, Sergeant.
Okay.
Go on, Sergeant.
Sergeant, you were going to speak.
Listen to this. You know, we used to talk about it. When you talk about fashion, you talk about Italy. When you talk about certain fashion, you talk about Paris, France. Let me tell you what is going on. Nigerians are rising up to the point right now. They are meeting the global demand when it comes to quality and durability. When it comes to fashion, the shoes that are being made in Nigeria today, the shoes that are being made in our country today, you see a lot of rising stars rising to the occasion, where their designs, their fashion, their shoes, and everything else is meeting what you call the global demand and global expectations. So Nigeria is coming to that place out of necessity. They say that necessity is the mother of invention. So many of our people now are no more longer intimidated by the foreign designers like Gucci and all the rest of them, because they are even building their products to be better than those.
Very good.
There was a competition that was created about shoemakers in Nigeria.
George, you have it,
about
George. You're really
up to date.
You're up to date with what's going on. Do you guys know that there are young Nigerian ladies and guys? Most of the dresses international stars wear at the Oscars, at the Grammys, all of those events. Do you know they are done by Nigerians? Yes. By Nigerians.
The gown that was worn by either William's wife or Harry's wife, I can't remember which one of them, was made by a Nigerian fashion designer here in England. But he lives here. I can't remember his name now. I can't remember her name now.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I remember that story.
Yeah, he's a Nigerian. So when you talk about fashion and creativity, we are up there. But the thing is we need to be up and doing this. For example, one of the other things that I need to put out here is that the fact that Nigerian culture and Nigerian outfit and Nigerian fashion is a standout on its own. We are not doing badly. We may not be doing this kind of fashion thing, but when we come to fashion shows all over the world, hardly would you see a fashion show that will not find Nigerians participating in it or being invited. And the Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, Ashake, you see them out there on that platform. And also when we talk about fashion trend now, if you go to most of this fashion trend, you find African outfit there. You find people wearing African Nigerian outfit there. Nigerians are here, as in England. Nigerians are the forefront of showcasing their culture anywhere you go. For example, for me, I've been in this university for the past 9 years. I wear African outfit every Friday. Rain, sunshine, snow, I wear African. So people begin to see that and say, even though there was a convocation, I wore an African outfit there. And everyone was saying, oh, what's this? They're calling out. What's that? What's it called? And I was trying to do that. But we need to start putting that in the front, that we are not just what we are who we are as Nigerians.
Now, you know the most beautiful part of this, there's a designer from your area that lives in London. His name is Adeboye Jones.
That's who I want to say. That's who I want to say. Yeah, that's exactly. He's the one that designed the outfit.
John, remember you called me.
You nailed it.
He's gonna be here in African Fashion Week, which is gonna be taking place in August. Okay, he comes every year to showcase his design, and this year when he comes, I think we should do something for him, because he comes to encourage a lot of these local designers and Nigerian designers and international designers, but he brings his own outfit. Do you know that he made an outfit for the Queen of England?
Yeah.
He made an outfit for the Queen of England, and also the former president of Japan. He flew to that place to make clothes for her. So these are Nigerians that are making us proud out there when it comes to fashion. So right now, what you are now seeing is what you call Afrocentric fashion styles, where you combine the English Afrocentric fashion styles, combination of it. I can have this suit right now, and then all of a sudden I might have something like some African print right here, just to color it up, and it is raining all over. Now, when I went to Nigeria, watch this. When I went to Nigeria, I made some beautiful shorts with African prints, which I'm going to be displaying this summer. So
George.
Yes. So these are the things we need to be showcasing to the world.
Yeah.
What is happening now? Our music is globalized. Afrobeat is so globalized that when it comes to the fashion industry, our movies are globalized. Fashion industry is coming up again. Nigeria is a proud country to be part of. All we need is a good government to bring us out there.
Thank you, guys. So that's it. MEF Gala was held, and attendees showcased beautiful fashion and all of that, and Nigerians were also represented. And also some of those other attendees wore clothes, costumes that were made by Nigerians. Beautiful story there. Thank you, guys. Gentlemen, Dr. Femi, we wish you came earlier when we dealt with some issue that that needed your response. We'll come next time.
Friday.
Come next time.
Friday. Probably Friday.
And you're gonna wear your traditional outfit on Friday.
Of course.
All right, guys. Until then, have a beautiful week. Midweek. God bless you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Peace out.